Hello my YouTube friend, this is Non-Mechanic here, and today I am working on a 2012 Ford Focus SE, and I'm doing a compression test on my car. And the reason why I am doing a compression test, because I want to see how my engine is doing, the health of the engine. So now, what you're going to need is, this is what I use. You don't have to use it, but I always use it. Is a Haynes Repair Manual. If not, you can go to YouTube. You're also going to need an owner's guide because it's going to tell you where your fuse is located. The fuse for the fuel pump. You're also going to need a compression tester. You're not going to need an impact gun, but I'm using an impact gun with an 8mm socket. You're going to need a ratchet, a 3/8 ratchet. You're going to need a deep socket, 5/8 deep socket for the spark plugs. And you're going to need a long extension. So now I'm going to start by looking at what the Haynes manual has to tell me. So if you go to the Haynes manual, you're going to go to 2B4, and in the bottom is on section 3 is going to say setting the compression check. So let's see what the Haynes manual has to say. A compression check will tell you what mechanic condition the upper end of your engine, piston, rings, valve, head gasket is in. Specifically, it can tell you if the compression is down due to leak caused by worn piston, ring, defective valves, and seat or blown head gasket. Now, also if let's say your car is running rough, or you're having a hard time to start, losing power, blue smoke is coming out of the back, cooling is in your spark plug, it may be time to do a compression test in your car. So now, the first thing you have to do is make sure that the car is in normal operating temperature. So make sure the car is nice and warm. That's number one. Number two, you're gonna clean around the area here. You're gonna clean it. The reason why you're gonna clean around is because when you take the coils out, when you take the coils and the spark plugs out, you don't want the dirt to get inside the engine, because then you're really gonna have some problem. Okay, now the engine is warm, this is clean. You can see mine is always clean because I'm always cleaning the car. That number three, what you're gonna do is you're gonna remove the relay or fuse of your car. Now in this car, we're gonna go to the owner's manual. Okay, in case you don't know where it's at, I'm just showing you because I know you have the owner's manual. You probably have the owner's manual in your car. So now in the owner's manual, okay, page, page 303 is right there. Fuse location. Fuse location is 56. The fuse amp is 20A fuel pump supply. Now, if you want to know where it's located at, you're gonna go to the patch in the side, and you're gonna look under, and you're gonna see this cover right here. Let me see if I can put the flashlight here. You're gonna see this cover here. Now this cover has two plastic clips. One, and let me see if you can see the other one. Two. Okay. So now the way to remove that, you press it. You press them and you pull it down. See that? It has like a little clips. It's like a. So you press these two right here. Right here, you press it and you push it down. You go to the next one, and you press it. Okay. Press it and it comes out. Now, then what you do is, got this little panel here. You push it down. You can take it out. It came out. Then you go. There goes your fuses. Now, the fuse is the top one. I think it says 56. Let me make sure. Okay. Yep, 56. So 56, as you can see the drawing here in 302, 56 is the one right in the top, right in the corner. So we're gonna take the one in the corner, and it's a 20 fuse. It's a 20 fuse. So the 20 fuse is, you gotta get under the car. So the 20 fuse is the one all the way in the top, the yellow one in the top. So what I'm gonna do is, because I have to take it out, I'm gonna take it out, and that's the fuse for the pump. Okay, so I'm gonna take it out, and I'll be right back. Okay, my friends, I'm back. I disabled the fuse for the fuel system, for the fuel pump. Now, you can use one of these to remove the fuse, but because of the place the location is in, I wasn't able to get it out with this. So I went and got one of these tools right here, and what I did was I grabbed it gently there, and I pulled it, and I make sure that it's not broken. If you broke it while pulling it out, just change it, just a 20 amp fuse. Okay, so now, why do we disconnect the fuse for the fuel pump? Is because you don't want no sparks to be hitting when we do this compression test. Then you're gonna you can cause a fire or something. All right, so what we're gonna do is this. We're gonna this is a 4-cylinder. 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are the coils, and the coils are held by 4 8mm bulbs. So now I'm gonna use my 8mm socket, and we're gonna remove them. Say you don't have to use an impact gun, because you may not have an impact gun. You can use just a straight up ratchet. So once they're all out, you wanna loosen them up. Once you loosen them up, what you want to do, you got these connectors here that holds the coils. Now you can just remove it and push it to the side, but what I'm gonna do is it has a clip here that you press. Once you press it, you push them out. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now you press it in. Let me see if I can get you closer to that, and then I'll remove the camera right back. Let me just connect these two back so I can show you more closely of what I did. So now what you do is you press this right here, this little button, plastic, you press it down. Once you press it down, you pull it. Press it down, you pull it. And you do that to all 4 coils. So what I'm gonna do is remove the coils, and all you do first, you gotta pull the 8mm. They're all the same size, so in case you confuse them, you know that they're all the same size. So now keep them all, they're all the same size. Keep them all in one place. We'll keep them here. Coils, all you gotta do is bring it up. What you're gonna do is remove the spark plugs. There you go. You want to inspect them. Make sure they're not white around. There goes 1. There goes 2. 3. Oh, I see something wet there. See that? Oh no, that's not wet. Yep, it is wet. So I gotta investigate that. No, it's not wet. I thought it was wet. It scared me there for a minute. That's 3. 4. Bit of front creating around there. So now you have all 4 of them out. I'm gonna just look inside to see if I see anything in there unusual. Looks good in there. So now you're going to use your ratchet. You're going to remove all 4 of them, because that's what the Haynes Manual is telling me. So I'm going to remove all 4 of them. And then the ratchet, the long extension, and a 5/8. Just going to put it in there. You're just going to, there's one. I'm going to loosen them up first. Two. You notice that this one was more tighter than this. That's not good. 2, 4. I'm gonna keep if I take this spark plug for number 4, I'm gonna keep it in this side. I'm gonna keep them in order because I want to see the condition on all of them. So I'm gonna take this one out first. Spark plug doesn't look bad. See what kind of spark plugs are in there. 4 original ones. Okay. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna remove all 4 of them. And I'll be right back, my friends. Okay, my friends, I removed all 4 spark plugs, and I want to show you why I keep them in order. This is number 1. See how I keep them in order? 1, 2, 3, and number 4 is over there now. I want to show you. I think I confused you now. But I think this is number 3 right here. I'll give it right there. I want to show you. Look at number 1. See how number 1 got all that dirt in there? So that means there's dirt in my engine in there. Now that's number 1. This is number 2. See all that oil in there? This is when I was not looking for this. I was actually looking to do a compression test. But you see it? I'm trying to see if it has cooling inside. But it doesn't look like cooling. Gotta have a good eye for that. It smells like oil. It smells like oil. That's number 2. And look at number 3. Number 3 is soaked in there with oil. Hopefully you can see that in there. Now, so number 2 and number 3 is full of oil. There's no cooling in there, so that's a good sign. So let's see number 4. Number 4 doesn't have nothing. So you see, number 1 had dirt, 3 and 4 got oil. No, 2 and 3 got oil, and number 4 is okay. I'm gonna continue with the compression test. I'm gonna clean the spark plugs. So now for the compression test, what you're gonna do is you're gonna use the compression tester, and see it right here. So I like to do it like this. I like to remove it from here. Now you know what? I'm not gonna remove it. What you're gonna do is use the connector. Connect it in there. You're also gonna need a notebook or paper to write on, and you're just gonna connect the compressor right in there. Not too tight. Okay? Not too tight. And let me just show you something. A lot of people have heard that say that For a healthy engine, the compression must be over 100 PSI, and there may not be no difference between 10%. But the Haynes Repair Manual doesn't tell me how much PSI should be, but it does tell me that it says here, lowest cylinder must be within 75% of the highest cylinder. 75%. That means you can be off 25. Look at it again. Lowest cylinder must be within 70% of the highest cylinder. Okay, keep that in mind. So we're going to do the compression test now. You want to do it when you start the car, you want to do it between 4 or 5 revolutions, and you want to do it on all 4 of them. So what I'm going to do is, hopefully you can see that. Let me get you closer. Okay, this is 0 over here, okay? So we're gonna do cylinder 1. I'm gonna crank it about 4 or 5 times. Remember, use safety, use gloves, use eye protection, disconnect the fuse pump, and you're ready to go. Okay, I did that one 9 times, so we at all the way at 100. That's 100, 105, 10, 15, 20. We at 105 in cylinder number 1. I'm gonna write that down, and I'll be right back. Okay, my friends, I'm at number 4. As you can see, number 4 has 120 PSI. I'm gonna write that down. Now I'm gonna do number 2 and number 3 over, because I made a mistake and I forgot to press the gas pedal. You have to press the gas pedal in order for the throttle to open. So I forgot to press the gas pedal on number 1 and number 2, and I'm gonna do it over. You have to press the gas pedal for the throttle to open. You have to press the gas pedal. So I'm gonna do number 2 and number 1 again. But so far, number 3 and 4. This is number 3, 130, and number 4. And these two are pressed. And these two I pressed the gas pedal, and these I forgot. So I'm just gonna do it over, and I'll be back. Okay, my friends, I'm gonna do cylinder number 1 with pressing the gas pedal, and we're gonna see the difference. The first time that we did it without pressing the pedal was 105. Look, I did not cylinder number 2. It was 120 without pressing the pedal, and now it's 130. So let's see the difference in 1 when you press the pedal. And you see, 120. You can see that? Hopefully you can see that. It's 120. So it's a different. So now these are my numbers. This is what I got. Let's see if you can see that. Hopefully you can. In cylinder 1, I got a 120 PSI. Cylinder number 2, I got 130. Cylinder number 3, I got 130. Cylinder number 4, I got 120. So now this is a healthy engine right here. Now, see the difference is only 10. So now the Haynes Manual says, see what the Haynes Manual says. I think I read it earlier, but I'll read it again. The Haynes Manual says, lowest cylinder must be within 75% of the highest cylinder. That means you can be off 25. So we only off 10. So this engine is healthy. The only problem I have is the oil. I'm gonna see what it is. I might just need a whole cover, the whole gasket, or I might just need a whole cover. I don't know. I'll look into it. But that's how you check the compression test. Now, what does all mean? Let's say I'm reading everything from the Haynes Manual. Remember, I'm a non-mechanic, and I'm doing this video because just to show you guys and girls that if I can do it, you can do it. That's my motto. You understand? For you don't have to be afraid to do it yourself, because if I can do it, you can do it. And I know you don't want to pay between $120 to $310 when you can actually borrow. If you don't have one of these compression tests, you can borrow it in AutoZone. All you have to leave is deposit. When you return it, they give you your money back. If not, you decide to stay with it, they stay with the money. Now, it says crank the engine over at least 7 times. I cranked it, I think it was 9 times. If it says, look what it says here. It says low compression on the first stroke, followed by gradually increasing pressure. A success stroke indicate worn piston. That's 1. A low compression reading on the first stroke, which does not build up during success stroke, indicate leaking valve or a blown head gasket. A cracked head could also be the cause. Deposit on the underside of the valve head can also cause low compression. Okay? Now, if this is another scenario, if 2 adjacent cylinders have equally low compression, there's a strong, look what it says there, there's a strong possibility that the head gasket between them is blown. The appearance of coolant in the combustion chamber or the crankcase will verify this condition. I didn't have no in my spark plugs, I didn't have no coolant. I had oil on it. If one cylinder is slightly lower than the other and the engine has a slightly rough idle, a worn loop on the crankshaft could be the cause. Okay, let me read that again. If one cylinder is slightly lower than the others and the engine has a slightly rough idle, and worn loop on the crankshaft could be the cause. If the compression is unusually high, the combustion chamber are probably coated with carbon deposit. If that's the case, the cylinder head should be removed and decarbonized. 14. If compression is way down or vary greatly between cylinders, it would be a good idea to have a leak down test performed. Okay? The test will pinpoint exactly where the leak is occurring and how severe it is. So these are why we do a compression test on a car. You want to know how your engine is running. One time I had a friend, this is what he told me, that he went to buy a car and he asked the guy if he can do a compression test. And can you believe it? The guy let him do a compression test, and he kind of found out the person didn't even know that the car actually had a blown head gasket. The guy that was selling the car said that he didn't know. But hey, who's me to judge? But anyway, this is how you check a compression test. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna remove everything. Okay, we're gonna put the spark plugs back. You can use one of these, and you can use a socket to put them in there that holds the spark plug to go in. I got this idea from Tim from Extra Auto Repair. If you don't know who he is, look for him at Tim Extra Auto Repairs in YouTube. He has a lot of good videos, but I got this idea from him. He has a lot of good videos. And basically what you do is you put the spark plug in here. because you don't want to throw the spark plug in. And also, like, also please do not change your spark plugs because you see them like that without first fixing the problem or the oil leak, because then you're gonna have to change the spark plugs again. So you use one of these hose here, and you go slowly in there, and you're just gonna put them in there. You don't want to throw them, because if you throw them, it's gonna close the gap, and you don't want the gap to close. You want the gaps to be even. Okay, my friends, once you have put all the spark plugs in, you want to use your socket, your lone extension, and do them by hand. What you're going to do, you're going to tie them up first by hand. All four of them, you're going to take your ratchet. Okay? I like to go the way I like to do it is just go, make sure I fit them nice and tight, a little bit, and then just a little bit, turn. Same thing with the other one. And a little bit, and your spark plugs are in. Now you want to put your coils in. Make sure you put your coils. You'll know where the bowl go at, right here. Right in there. Press it in. 1. 4. So you're gonna push them. Make sure they go all the way down. Okay. Make sure they go all the way down straight. Okay, want to connect the connectors, push them right in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then don't forget your 8mm bows. Make sure they're all pressed in. Make sure everything is in. Don't forget to put your fuse back. And you have to check your compression test on your 2012 Ford Focus S.E. You have done a compression test. When you save yourself, you save some money. Now I'm gonna put the fuse back. And then before you start the car without turning it on, you just want to click it. You understand? For the fuse can go through without starting the car, you're going to do that about 3 times. Like on the on position without starting the car. 1. Wait about 5 seconds. Go back. Do it again. Do it 3 times, and then begin to start the car. I'll be back. I'm gonna go put the fuses. So I did the compression test on this, and the reason why I do it is because if non-mechanic can do it, you can do it. Now I'm gonna give you my new email. I have a new email. If you have any questions, any comments, put them below. But if you want to email me directly, it's at nonmechanic101@yahoo.com. nonmechanic101@yahoo.com. Thank you for watching. Thank you for my new subscribers and my old subscribers. Give me a thumbs up if you like the video. And if you don't like the video, if you're going to give me a thumbs down, tell me why you gave me a thumbs down, if I can get better of what I'm doing. Because what I do is to help you guys and girls. Later, Non-Mechanic 101.